Well, hello everybody and welcome to another Happy Travellers vlog.
Hello everybody.
Right, video recording.
So?
Engaged.
Engaged. We are
Make it so, number one.
We are sitting in the captain's
We're sitting
chairs.
on the bridge.
Yeah, we are actually, yes.
We
On the
are.
bridge, that's right. That's
We're on the bridge.
Yeah.
This is the captain's chair. That's the first officer's chair.
Yes.
And we're not
We're not going anywhere tonight.
We're not going anywhere tonight. No.
No. No. Only thinking about it.
Yeah.
I was thinking it's been a long time since I've moved. I think it's since Jasmine's moved from here. Oh no, she went with you, didn't she? And I stayed here. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, it's a long time.
When was that?
When you went to when you went to
Wednesday.
A&E. Yeah, Wednesday. You
Last
moved.
week when we went to have the aircon fitted.
I haven't moved anywhere since we saw the children, and that was like 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Wendy's not been off site.
No.
So it's a lonely life for a first officer when the captain goes on away missions and beams off with the whole ship and
Yeah, I know.
leaves you with the with the inflatable holodeck or cargo bay. Anyway, we're being silly about Star Trek.
Yeah.
Sorry, neither of us know that much about Star Trek, but we do know a bit. Well, I know a bit. Wendy knows less. Okay, so we've been out today, haven't we?
Yes,
to
we
a
have.
little car show, and I saw a car that I'd never seen before. I didn't even know existed.
What was that then?
That was the 1/1,000,000th edition of the Morris Minor.
Oh yes, yes.
Well, I think that they painted them all pink.
No, it was lilac,
Lilac. Well,
and it was I think it was 1960 something, and they made one for every showroom in the country.
so they made the 1/1,000,000th
3.
and the 1,349th.
Yeah, some editions. Yeah.
So they made 350. So it's the number.
Lilac ones.
It's the 1/1,000,000th that came off the production line, and then 349 after that. So
And they were all
350.
made in lilac, weren't they? And there were 2 there at the show.
They were all made in lilac pink or something like. Well,
No, it was lilac, definitely lilac.
Lilac, yeah.
And they weren't very popular then. And I think they only
Well, they
know
were quite
about.
popular because they made over 1 million of them.
No, in that colour. That when
Oh, sorry.
they made
Yeah.
they made one for every showroom.
Yeah.
That used one for every dealership that used to sell the Morris Minors, but they didn't sell very well because of the colour of them, which wasn't very popular then. And I think I was reading about it. They only know of 67 left in existence, but there probably are more, but they don't know about it. But it was a jolly interesting show, and I enjoyed walking around and seeing them all, because everybody's got memories of Morris Minors. We've either owned them or our family have. We've driven them, we've travelled in them. And that brought back memories of the little grocery man that used to deliver. They always had vans like that. My uncle, who was a farmer, he had one.
Did he?
And he used to just have, like, if he was going to the market or something, he might just put the odd sheep in the back or something like that, just to drive around. You know, they're very versatile.
Do you know that sounded like he'd just put the odd sheep in the back of the van just to drive around?
No,
He'd put the sheep in the back, take it to market, would
yeah,
he?
yes, because
Just one or two?
well, if he
You
was
did
just
that-
taking one or two, sometimes he didn't take very many, and he just used to put them in the back of the truck and take them to market like that, because it was only 3 miles away from where he lived. And there was like a cattle market, I think it was virtually every week in the village then,
I think
in
it
the
probably
nearest
would- yeah, it
town,
probably would
because
have
it was a
been.
market town. But of course, if he was selling more, he used
Where
to
was
get someone.
Oakham.
Yeah, he used to get someone to like the local transport or whatever you used to call them. They would come round the farms and collect the animals and take them in for you, because he didn't have a big truck then. So that's anyway. That reminded me of that, and then we went to.
Well, before we move on, let's just show you some pictures of the cars.
It's a very good slimming aid. The ground's too bumpy.
So Pippin wanted to go to the pet shop. She loves going in there. So she dragged us in there, and she chose a few chews, more packets of chews. I mean, she cost us a fortune, didn't she?
Yeah, I didn't really listen to the price. I just paid on a card.
You did, yes.
Yeah. But she was not... First of all, she wanted to go for a walk in the woods.
Mm.
But then we got to the woods, and then she thought, oh, well, I'm not bothered about that. And she came back out. We were like 5 steps into the walk, and she turned around and went back. She didn't want to go. Then we had to go to the pet shop.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was a bit hot, perhaps. She just wanted to get to the pet shop.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, so...
So we did go to pet shop. We bought some chews.
Yep.
Apparently spent a fortune. I think it must have been like 20 quid, 25 quid or something like that.
And I saw they're starting a subscription box, so you can pay, I think it's £12 every month, and they'll deliver...
No, £24.
Was it? Oh. I thought it was from 12.
Oh, it might be.
And you
yeah.
get like 20...
It's like the fresh vegetable
boxes,
but for dogs
yeah.
or pets. You can, you
get a toy.
They send you a
chews.
box every
yeah,
month, and they sort of put different things in every month.
I mean, I know a lot of people have beauty boxes, and you said they have shaving things sent to them.
They do. You can buy shaving razors on
month.
subscription,
Yes,
and they send you. Gillette do them on subscription. Don't ask me how I know that, because I don't really shave.
Talking of shaving, it's nearly a month since we shaved our heads, isn't it? A year, I mean.
I was going to say,
yeah.
If my hair grows this much in a month, I'm doing well.
No, it is nearly a year since we shaved our heads.
It'll be the 31st of August 2016 is when we did it, and we were staying at a place called Cholsey Grange in Ibston, just off the M40. Lovely place, little Motorhome and Caravan Club CL site. Pips wants to come over. Come here then. Yeah, we were at a place called Cholsey Grange. It's a farm in Ibston, just off the M40. And well, I think I've said this before. I was a bit nervous about doing it, but we did it anyway. Yeah, so
that's very.
We're not going to do it again this year.
No.
It's been a nightmare trying to grow our hair properly again.
Wendy's
you've had a blooming. Well, you've had problems, haven't you?
It's never going to be the same again. My hair. Not the same colour, not the same texture.
The colour goes as you grow older. Even I'm going white. I don't mind it.
No,
I like it. I like my streaks of white in here. It used to be just a little bit in the front there.
You want a little game, don't you, Princess? Yes, you do.
She does. She's had a good walk, and then she's had some of our dinner, some of our meat, lamb chops. She likes those.
I've been sorting through my YouTube, looking at my YouTube subscriptions today, and I thought I'd just say to you about my most favourite subscriptions, and I think I've got about subscribed to well over 100 people. I think you all know that one of my favourites is Andrew Ditton.
Yeah.
In fact, he's not going to be in his Airstream for quite a while. Anyway, I won't. You can.
Go and watch the latest farewell or au revoir to the Airstream video from Andrew.
Yeah, I'm really. He's one of my favourites, and another one of my favourites. He's an American, and he's got 3 dogs: Tucker, Martini, and baby May May. And his name is Campervan Kevin.
Definitely, if you're interested in sort of the mobile lifestyle, especially in America, this guy's great. He really does put out an interesting vlog. Campervan Kevin.
Yes.
So,
Campervan Kevin. Yeah. And another,
have a look.
I'm just going to say 3 more of my favourites. One of them is called Caroline, Mrs. M. And she lives in Cornwall.
She's really good.
And
she's really funny.
And she's, she is. She does she makes a living really selling on eBay. And she
flips stuff, doesn't she? She buys stuff in... I think she buys stuff in charity shops.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, and then flips it on eBay and makes a profit. So, yeah.
I really like her. And the other one I like is John Harrison, and he lives in near Cannock Chase. I love him and his family. His wife.
Daughter.
No, his wife. No. His name escapes me. He's got a son called Mikey and William, and they're a lovely family. And he's done so well at Slimming World. I think him and his wife are going to be famous, because I think he's lost over 12 stone, and she's lost well over 5 stone. They're marvellous. They just stick with it, and it's not easy for them. So they're another ones. And just quickly, another one that one more that I really love, and he's called Steve W. And I love him and his family, and they live in Newcastle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go and watch Steve W., John Harrison, Caroline, Mrs. M, Campervan Kevin.
Yeah. Have a look at those.
And which about your favourite one that you subscribe to? Oh, I know one.
I really like the Fully Charged show. Nothing to do with caravanning, but it's all to do with electric cars. I'm now wishing we'd bought an electric motorhome.
I like the Swannies down under. Oh yes,
definitely.
Yeah.
Go and find the Swannies down under,
because they come from England. Yeah.
Well,
and they're down under.
And their names are Steve and Stella Swan.
Yeah.
They're the Swannies down under. They're currently living in Adelaide. Sold their house. And hi, if you're watching,
yes.
I know you do watch. Yeah. So, a big shout out to you guys, and good luck with that sale. I hope it all goes through nice and smoothly. I know you had 1 or 2 issues that you mentioned in the last video I watched, but I'm sure it will go through, and you'll get the RV or travel trailer, if that's what you call them over there in Oz. Based in Adelaide, which we know. Our son lives in Adelaide.
And our daughter-in-law and our 2 grandsons, and we love Adelaide. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Last time we were in Adelaide, we went out of our son's house and walked the wrong way to the bus stop, and it was a really hot day, and we hadn't taken enough water. The local shop was shut, so we couldn't buy any water to drink. By the time we got the bus into Adelaide, we were dehydrated. we both had headaches,
It's over
and
40
were really,
degrees.
really
Yeah.
annoyed with each other
Yes.
for no reason whatsoever. Really, really snippy,
Yeah.
weren't we? It
Yeah.
was really crabby.
Yeah.
So we had to go to the library into the air conditioning, and we had one flask of water, one each, that we drank.
Yeah.
By the time we got to the end of the second street, and we just sat there for, it was at 2 hours.
Yes, it was.
We were in the Adelaide Library, filling our water flasks and just sitting there reading books and newspapers, drinking, just continually drinking for 2 hours. That's how dehydrated we were. You know, we were daft to take the wrong turning, daft not to take enough
Yes.
water. We thought we'd taken a flask and we'd be getting the bus in like 2 minutes, but we walked for probably 40 minutes in the blazing heat. Madness.
Yes,
Anyway,
it was madness. Anyway,
we
that's-
survived it, and we look back and
I'm
laugh
sure
on
Steve
those.
and Stella don't do that. And anyway,
No.
you're probably more accustomed to it now. I
Yeah.
don't know how long you've lived in Adelaide, but
I don't know.
I don't
well-
know. Maybe a long time. I don't know.
I'm not even sure if you guys are English.
Well, it sound English to me.
They sound a little bit Australian to me. I don't know.
Well,
If
No.
you're watching, tell us.
yeah.
And if you are watching, don't be afraid to put a link. I have published a link recently on my Facebook page to your channel, because I think it's worth watching and worth subscribing to, actually. So if you subscribe here, subscribe there as well, and you'll get, because they're just starting their journey. I mean, we started over a year ago, and we didn't start making our videos until we were a little way in to the caravanning and downsized small space living.
No. Yeah.
They've been making their videos about how they're downsizing, what stuff they're keeping, doing up their house to make it ready for sale, you know, having open days and all that sort of stuff, and you know, they're having to put their dog in a kennel
Oh, yes, that was.
for 3. They had to put the dog
Yeah.
in a kennel for 3 weeks while
No,
the house
more
is
than
up for
that.
sale. Oh, was it?
I thought it was more than that.
No, it must
Oh,
have been. Yeah, it was
What's
started
his
for
name?
ages
Baxter,
and
was it?
ages
Oh,
and
and I
ages.
could have cried.
They've got him back now.
Yeah. Oh,
And yeah, so anyway,
yes.
but they're just starting their journey. So if you want to see somebody that's really just starting their journey, go and have a look at the Swannies, and yeah, let us know what you think. Yeah,
and recommend
it's-
us some YouTube channels as well if you know any.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I like to know what everybody's watching.
And what's more important, recommend our channel to other people that you know. Bit of self-promotion, never did anyone any harm.
Nope,
I hope. We've been looking at some of these channels that Wendy watches, and there's a really boring one, which Wendy's not mentioned. I'm not going to say what it is, but they've got, like, how many subscribers?
She's got
Right.
about 25,000 subscribers.
25,000 subscribers, and their videos get averagely 30 to 50,000 views, and we're thinking. And the last video we just watched, because we couldn't, camera set on a table,
Yeah.
pointed at a frying pan, the ingredients going in, her stirring it, and then cut to her eating it.
Wasn't much more than
And
that, was it?
And that's got like 47,000 views.
In 3 months, so it's not a long time.
And I wonder, and I, we can not. I'm just puzzled as why so many people watch that.
Yeah.
And we put a lot of effort into these videos.
Yeah.
Well, most of the time. With the thinking of what to say, hopefully keeping it interesting, giving you guys some reasonable information, telling you about our lives and what we're doing, and then editing all that together. I mean, just in this last bit of video, in the last sort of 2 or 3 minutes, we've been rattling on so long, the cameras said, oh, yeah, I can't record any more than that, so I've stopped. And then I had to re-record a bit. So, you know, we do put a bit of effort in. And it looks like some people just don't...
No.
You know, they set a camera down, record something boring, and they get nearly 50,000 views. How does that work?
Don't know. Anyway, tomorrow, it's time's getting on for our trip to Scotland, so I've started to make plans and planning where we're going, and we're definitely going up the west coast of Scotland. The beaches are supposed to be lovely, and the midges are supposed to be all gone, and it's supposed to be very warm, so I'll let you know where our first stop will be. And also tomorrow, Pippin's having a haircut.
Well,
So-
we said that yesterday.
I know, and she didn't. She
She
got away
didn't
with
get
it.
one today.
She got away with it, but she's going to have one tomorrow.
Yeah.
But so I love planning trips, and I really love it, and deciding where we'll go, and
Yeah.
then when we get started, I love going down new roads because you never know what you're going to see and what's around the corner. So I wish we could travel all the time. I love travelling.
I think I'm going to say something about going down new roads.
What?
The last time I went down a new road, well, it wasn't very nice.
What? When you hit the wing mirror with the
They don't know about that.
Oh, Jasmine Meyer. Oh. Show them tomorrow. Oh, it's so
I came
sad.
out
Poor
of the-
Jasmine.
I came out of the A&E. There were roadworks outside.
Yeah.
The van would only just fit down the little gap that they'd
Yeah.
left. And, you know, I may be doing 25, 30 miles an hour because I would just come out of the driveway and accelerated down a hill. So I was doing about 25 miles an hour, I suppose. And this tree branch just leapt out of this hedge and whacked the wing mirror, the door mirror, knocked both of the mirrors out of the housing and put a crack in the plastic. Anyway, the mirrors are not broken, so they're back in, but there is this crack in the blooming thing.
It's
which
so
means
sad for her because
I'm going to have to... Well, I'm going to have to replace it
It looks
because I
awful.
can't...
No.
Because if I leave it, water will get in,
Yeah, no.
then the electrics will go funny, and then it'll be worse. So I'll have to replace that. That's probably going to be like 300 quid. Anyway, it's only money. Never mind.
Never mind. Anyway,
That's it.
that's it. Yes, for tonight. I'm gonna get the washing up done. Steve says he's gonna wash up, but he doesn't really do it. He says he's going to. He does. He'll sit
I
here.
didn't say I was going to wash
No,
up at all.
sometimes you say you're going to do that. The other night you said, I'm going to do
Oh.
the washing up, and he doesn't do it. He wants to get in your good books. I do it.
No, I'm not trying to get in anyone's good books apart from yours. It's working.
No, it doesn't matter. No, anyway,
We do share the washing up.
yes.
Wendy does it 9 times, I do it once.
That's right. Sometimes I'll just leave it, and other times I think, oh God, I can't stand it. I can't go to bed and leave all that mess, because
No.
it really is a mess when you live in a van. It really is a mess. If you've got a big place, that's something you don't have to see.
It's still if you've got a big space, it's still a mess, but
Yeah.
it's not so noticeable.
No.
If you have a mess in a small space,
Yeah.
very noticeable. So you have to be quite neat and orderly
You
and
do.
tidy. We're not that sort of people.
No.
You know, just to record this video, I've pushed all the rubbish over that way on the
Yes.
table so you can't see it.
And we don't have a lot of cups and plates, so you have to wash them up anyway. We've got
We've got 4.
4 mugs, and they're all dirty, so we've got to wash up. Otherwise, we got to wash up in the morning to make some tea. But that's the way I like it, because if we had 10 today,
we just use all 10.
like when we have our tea and coffee throughout the day, we just reuse the mugs, really. 1 tea mug and 1 coffee mug.
That is. End the video, number 1.
Aye, Captain, I will.
Or should I have said, Make it so. Bye.
Bye.